Hey guys, it's Amber's Koi Pond, and today we are doing a flip through of 50 watercolor paintings from beginner to advanced level. So these are all the paintings that I've accumulated throughout 2 years, and let's get into it. So let's start with this notebook. It is the first notebook that I ever started doing watercolor in, and I was still in very beginner phases at this time still. Before I did watercolor, I was solely into pen art, this is how I guess it looked. But then I soon moved on. The first actual watercolor that I did was a nebula study, and I actually ended up doing 3 nebula studies in all 3 different colors. And this was the first time that I had actually experimented and played with the medium. So I did a green nebula, an orange nebula, and a pink nebula just to start it off and to get the feel of the medium in the first place. This one is super random, but I love it. It's Avatar inspired. These two were done with really shitty watercolor paint. They were the really chalky kind, and the only way I could make them look good was making them into these pastel shades, which is the reason both of these were pastel. Again, this is all just really beginner stuff, and some of this is really bad, but just excuse it because it gets better, I promise. So this was the first time that I started portraits, and as you can see, I was a real beginner. My skin was washed out, there are barely any layers in there, the hair is terrible, and I guess you can say that for all of my beginner portraits. At the last page, we have this quote. It says, "Visible, invisible, a fluctuating charm. An amber tinctured amethyst inhibits it. Your arm approaches and it opens and it closes. You had meant to catch it and it quivers. You abandon your intent." And this is why the octopus painting went along with it. The quote is from a poem called "A Jellyfish" by Marianne Moore, and this was the last page in my book. I actually didn't do anything after this, kind of gave up, and I wanted to move into more looser sheets. And here we have the next collection, which is the looser sheets. These are still newbie paintings, I would say, but these are a few that I've done. I can't really explain these to you guys, but I mean, I was still a beginner and I was just kind of experimenting. Most of them I've drawn with almost exact picture references. This painting actually means a lot to me. This is kind of what started the landslide of portrait paintings that I would do for the next 2 years. And it was something that I really liked. I love the composition of it, but I did get a lot of criticism for it. And this is my jellyfish. I love my jellyfish. I think jellyfish are really cute, but unfortunately the colors faded out a lot on this one. Another jellyfish yet again. Do you see a pattern? Because I do. So again, I was still mostly relying on my pen skills to kind of take it over. And so that's why you have this mixture of pen and watercolor. This one, you can actually see the time lapse of this on my Instagram, which I'll link in the description. Surprise, surprise, another octopus. Here you can actually see that my skin is improved because I wasn't just using blue and pink, but I actually did use a little bit of yellow. The painting isn't great overall, but it did trigger something in me. This one's incomplete. I don't know why I didn't complete it. I guess both of these. I don't know, didn't feel it, kind of left it halfway, which happens a lot actually. And now we can start on the most recent collection. By recent, I mean this is when my skills actually started getting better. And it's actually the bulkier portion of this collection. I really love this painting, but for some reason I hate the gold lining. Could have been so much neater. This one is personally one of my favorites just because I guess this was one of the only times I'd used this particular color combination, and I really did enjoy doing it. And it was also inspired by my trip to Japan, which I would do 1 month after I painted that. This painting isn't really my favorite. You can see that the brush strokes just aren't good. It was really confused and needed way more layers. This girl I still didn't like. I mean, now that I look back at her, especially this koi fish near her collar, like I don't understand that part, and it bothers me so much. You can still see that I'm still developing skills, and I ended up leaving like a large space at the bottom black, which I should have thought about in hindsight, and this shows that I probably wasn't the best prepared at that moment. Regardless of what people say, and I know a lot of people say they don't like this one or it's not their favorite, but I don't know why. I really love this one. I still resonate with it, and my opinion hasn't changed in 2 years, so. This is Sweeney from my Through Windows collection. Click on the top left corner if you want to see the time lapse and the progress of this painting. And I'll leave it in the description. I get a lot of love for this painting. So many people love it, but I still see so many flaws in it and how I could do so much better. I definitely want to try redoing this painting. Let me know in the comments if you think I should redo this painting. So I love this one. She's definitely a favorite, and I think that with this painting you can see a clear difference between what I was and what I evolved to, because this was a very recent painting. You could definitely see that I had progressed a lot. If you look at this Marilyn Monroe inspired painting, you can see that I was impatient with my layering and it just didn't come out well, and you can see how that transformed over the span of a year. And that's not to say that I took a year to learn it, but improvement does take time, and I was happy to see that I had. And this one is, I think, almost everyone's favorite. I love the composition of it, although I would definitely want to repaint this. It actually came off a really ugly painting and I painted it into this really pretty thing. So this was 1 year into watercolor. Let me know if I should do a 2 years into watercolor repaint of that. I'm gonna let you sit back and enjoy me flipping through these paintings, because I feel like I've been talking too much, and also I don't think I could really explain them. one last thing, guys. I was supposed to make a tutorial this week, which didn't happen. But if you managed to stick all this way through, let me know. And I'm serious, let me know in my Instagram if you would like to learn how to do this lavender feel, because it's really simple and a super basic technique. And if you're interested in learning it, head over to my Instagram at Amber's Koi Pond and let me know. And this is it, all 50 watercolor paintings from beginner to advanced level. These are the few things that I've learned, is just have fun, don't take things too seriously. And if you like this video, leave a thumbs up. If you wanna follow me on Instagram, do that. If you wanna subscribe, do that. If you don't, that's cool too. But remember, just have fun and explore the medium, and don't take it too seriously. It's art and it's supposed to be fun and it's supposed to be creative. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see y'all next time.